People are always telling me that I talk too much. Maybe that's why I became a waitress. I mean, somebody's sitting down at a table. They've got a menu in front of them with pieces of plastic chicken. And here I come, vixen goddess, in a polyester uniform as I glide over. They have to talk to me. If they don't talk to me and they're not nice to me, I won't bring out their food. And even if I do bring out their food, I'll do something to it in the back kitchen, and they won't know. And they're busy telling their kids not to eat the crayons that we give to them as they turn and scribble all over the mats and all over the tables, which means maybe one day, in fact, probably that very afternoon after you leave me with your measly $1 tip, I'll have to scrub for 3 hours on that table with Comet, otherwise my boss will fire me, I'll end up unemployed. As I'm standing there taking your order, because, you're the hypothetical person listening to this, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, my God, I don't really care what this person needs. I really don't. I mean, if you haven't eaten from one item from one of the major forward groups today, I don't really give too much. All I'm going to do tonight is go home and drink a big pot of coffee, and I'm going to complain to somebody about how much I hate my job, but I'm going to take your tip money. If you don't give me a tip, I'm going to be extremely bitter, because all people should know that all waitresses have in the back of their minds a kind of a file drawer, a pictorial polyester display like America's Most Wanted, only it's more like Polyester's Most Wanted, and it's your face on the file. And the next time you come in, maybe you won't get the good service I gave to you before so freely because you didn't tip me. And I know a lot of people think that waitressing is a lot like hooking, but it's not. I know that many hookers take a lot of money, but I don't know of any prostitutes that take loonies. I mean, what kind of service are you going to get for a loony? I mean, you can pull down your pants and I'll look at your penis, but that doesn't mean I'm going to touch that scrotum-filled skin. And what does scrotum skin feel like? It feels kind of gross, feels slimy, feels clammy, like clammy hands. So if you're going to give me a loony, I'm going to touch something that feels like a clammy hand, you're out of luck. Maybe I think too much. I think I do. One morning a few days ago, I was making pancakes in a rare attempt to be domestic. It was almost to the point where I had an apron on, but that would have been pushing it. I was, however, using my new stainless steel sauce pot. You don't actually cook pancakes in a sauce pot, but that's where I made the mix in order to maintain the continuum with my cookware, because I just bought it and I really wanted to use stainless steel because all along I'd just been using pots I bought at yard sales, and I thought this is a substantial domestic purchase and I'm going to use it, and why not make pancakes with it? It's my sauce pot, it's my life. So anyway, I was making these pancakes when I noticed, my God, they're in the shape of states. One of them looked just like Utah, another like Nebraska, and one exactly like Texas. So I had to think, would eating them be rude? Would it be unpatriotic? I mean, I'm not an American, but I feel a kind of twinge when one of the American presidents gets shot. I mean, not that a twinge of a gun, but I feel kind of nervous, feeling kind of sad. And I do think about where I was when John F. Kennedy was shot. In fact, I wasn't born, but I know if I had been born, I would have been really sad. The United States are our neighbors. Maybe I was thinking too much again. I decided to get ready for work. While doing this, I was watching Regis and Kathy Lee, and I thought to myself once again, my God, I'm really hoping that one day my postcard will be up on that board, and Regis and Kathy Lee will call me early in the morning. Well, maybe not. I'd rather not talk to Kathy Lee because I know at some point in the conversation she'll bring up Cody, and that bothers me. I like Regis. Regis is kind of like the Lucky Charms guy of morning television. And he'd call me and we'd chat, we'd bond, we'd laugh, and he'd do that screamy noise he always does. I get the answer right because I do know all the members of the Brady Bunch. He put that little flag on the town that I'm from, and for the rest of my life, I'd know somewhere, even if nobody cares, and I can find no one to love me in a way that I want to be loved. Somebody in a studio in New York City knows me because I'm on a flag, on a map, in a studio. Maybe someone will walk by and say, hey, there's a flag from Thunder Bay. I wonder who sent that. And I'd be thinking to myself, because obviously I'll be cyclically linked to this person that saw the flag, and I go, that's me. I'm a friend of Regis. I'm thinking back to when I was younger, and I used to love the members of Duran Duran, and I just crossed myself when I said that. And I thought when I was 24, they and I would be in the south of France, and I'd be in a skanky bikini that would fit me just right, and would fit nobody else as good as it fit me, the ideal bikini. Simon would be urging me, Fiona, take another sip of the pina colada. Or John Taylor would be urging me, please take a bite of my sandwich. And I'd say, no, I'm watching my figure. And I'd take a sip from my own glass of Perrier and lime. Lime because I'm still bitter about my youth. But it hasn't happened. Duran Duran still don't know I exist. I still listen to their albums over and over again in a vain attempt at someone who will walk by, who will personally know the phone number of Simon Le Bon and think, my God, I should call Simon and let him know that there's a girl in this street that really plays his music a lot. Because I do. A lot. My neighbors turn away when I walk down the street, thinking I might start up a convention about the political meanings of the chauffeur, easily the best track on the Rio album, and have a whole gang of people all sitting around talking about the chauffeur album, because I'm on a Duran Duran mailing list, and that's all we talk about, because there's at least 30 different meanings of the chauffeur. Only a true Durandi would know that, because we're still alive and we're still out there. When I go to bed at night, I always have these thoughts like, whatever happened to the Solid Gold dancers? Remember that one with the beautiful thick hair? She always danced around to the #1 hit by Jack Wagner. I wonder what she's doing now. Is she hanging out with Milli Vanilli? But you know what? In the back of my mind, I think, maybe, most definitely, she's waitressing.